When I say what I'm about to say and I mention indigenous people, I'm talking about black people. And I don't know about y'all, but my bloodline wasn't selected out of a crayon box. I was pushed out of a godly box. You feel me? You feel me? So you should address me as such. Call me by my name. It's confirmation for you. Our men need a mental health intervention. I'ma say it. I'ma speak up for them. I'ma advocate for them. They need a mental health intervention. A lot of them won't say it out loud, but they're dealing with depression, anxiety, bipolarism, insecurities, not feeling adequate, inadequacy, whatever you may. Unknowingly, they started to accept it as an identity, like it's a personality trait or something. And they taking their anger out on us, on each other, on their brothers, their sisters, their cousins, their aunt. They taking that shit out on us. A lot of niggas probably was in a cahoots when they took Dirk, but I almost threw a cookout. Almost threw a damn cookout. Nope, I don't want nobody to be in prison especially under this system. But come on. If niggas would have dealt with it themselves, had our own shit, I wouldn't say nothing. But that ain't the case. So to my men, in no way am I ignoring or excusing the mental health of women and how they project their shit onto y'all. But I dated they ass 2020. You're late, babe. You missed the other page. I had to come up off them for they think I'm fucking anti-woman and I'm not a girl's girl. Because I'm a girl's girl, but enough is enough. You feel me? Like, I'm a strict friend. I ain't condoning that shit. And that's, that's my type of vibe, but now it's your turn. So don't worry, no need for the back and forth. Our mental health as a people is declining. And it's so important to keep control of the mind, body, and soul. And it's as if we're constantly under attack for every single one. Because if they got one, they got three. You feel me? Like, you really got to get control of your shit. I'm not bringing this topic to the forefront to shame our men. And the things that I'm about to say isn't to belittle you at all. And I mean absolutely no malice. Like, I really seek progression. Unified progression, you feel me? The things that I'm about to say are meant to reaffirm our men, validate our men, and call them back to their power. Ladies, you have a hand in this as well. Everybody gotta come to the table with something. We gotta help each other out. Like, you niggas cannot do this alone. Like, I don't know what it is. Well, I know exactly what it is. We were hanging on the community by a thread, and then they gave us solitary confinement, y'all. They said, you in this alone. Like, even though, yes, you need to find that power alone, you need to bind it to amplify it. You feel me? Like, we weren't put down here with each other for no reason. Like, that should be basic math at this point. They'll be swearing in whomever into office come January. So the clock is ticking. 2022 to 2024, if used effectively, should have thrown you into a hole of introspection and rediscovery and self-improvement. I don't think the majority got the memo, though, due to the distractions from media, politics, pharma. Like, we were distracted. I ain't gonna say we, look, leave me out of this. Nah, I'm a part of the community. In order for indigenous men to regain their spots in their households, society, the world, they need to regain themselves as individuals. I don't think they really know what that takes, or a lot of them haven't explored that area of what it takes. For the sake of due to their ego, pride, distractions, their flesh gets them into so much trouble. They have a harder time than women, if you ask me, to denying their flesh. They need to be able to regain themselves without the distractions of friends who are in the same position. You need to be working up. You need to be friending up as well. It can be but so many people you mingle with in the same spot. Free from the distractions of video games, music, the internet. You need to log out. Nigga, you need to log. If you got a business page, if you got a business, it should be running from your business page. Now, let me make sure there's no reason that your page could be active. No, yeah. You need to free yourself from all of those distractions you use to quiet those voices in your head. Let them motherfuckers speak. To an extent. Don't listen to everything they say now. And you need to figure out what those voices are trying to tell you about you. If you need to put a straitjacket on in the midst of it, so be it. Nobody's judging you. This is your world. Just as much as our world, this is your world. You're so much better than what you're settling for. Poverty is a mindset. You allow it to be a continued reality. In order for men to actually put in the work necessary, I personally feel like women, indigenous women, we need to ignore them. And not in a harsh way, a brutal way, like a snobby way. Just like deny those romantic advances. No, I'm good, or I'm not really, no thank you, that's not what I'm looking for, I'm good right now. I know we want partnership, families, and genuine community, but our men do everything to impress us. We are their wives. And I don't say that in a demeaning way. I mean that in the most wholesome way possible. It's a beautiful thing, really. We as women, because this is a common story amongst, your girlfriends and talking about failed relationships or failed pursuits, we need to stop ignoring our intuition in exchange for accepting potential. Like, we too grown for that shit. We too grown for that. And not even too grown, because that needs to be something that's passed down. You shouldn't be doing that at any age. We better than that. We better than that. We need to be better than that. We know off rip if a man is walking righteously or not. And we still be entertaining it when it's not a joke. It's really an illness. It's plaguing our communities. We keep dancing with this energy that they're carrying, and it starts to fester on our dance floors. Much like having kids, I'm tired of stepping on shit that doesn't belong to me. I'm not calling for us to neglect them and ignore them in a push standoffish way, but to rather extend our friendship, extend our insight. You feel me? Strictly platonic. And men have to be okay with that. Otherwise, you're you know what you are. I don't care how good he looks, how smooth he talks. I'm just a girl. You are a goddess. If you know you're a goddess, you're a goddess. So why entertain someone who hasn't earned their stripes yet? Why put them in a position they have not earned? He does not deserve to experience you in that light yet. And you know it. You're aware. And that's okay. Life is about growth, change, experience, acceptance. You feel me? Like, allow space for that, though. Don't immediately just dive in for the sake of, it's fucking the flow up. See, the boys that will never be men get treated right here. You feel me? Like, they feel like I'm attacking them. The men that desire to reclaim what has been taken from them will remain tapped in. Once again, I digged in women's ass already. They have been doing the work. I'm proud of them. I'm going to lay off of them for now. I'm not saying all humans with vaginas are walking in their goddess essence. Absolutely not. I've looked around. I see the problem. I see the alternative. But if you're a real man, you wouldn't even touch that. You see where I'm going with this? You wouldn't even entertain it. You would have self-control. Once again, the reality of it all is these toxic relations are plaguing our communities, destroying our families, and cursing our children. All because indigenous people, men and women alike, are struggling with autonomy, introspection, and alchemy. No matter how much progress we make as indigenous people in this country, we will never know true freedom as women unless we force our men to set themselves free as well. It's time, man. It's to the majority that's stuck, it's time, man. It's time to lead them corners. Lead them corners. Well, fuck it. Flip it. We can work with it. But it needs to be a bigger picture. A bigger picture that isn't keeping you stagnant. Nigga want to be the biggest corner flipper. Sorry. It's not funny. I'm sorry. Stack some money from the corner. Get another job that allows you flexibility. It's 2024, babes. 2025 almost. Uber, DoorDash. What else? The Instacart. TikTok. Like, it's shit. There's options. Pay your bills and stack your money. Look, you're not dating. This whole time, you're not entertaining women. You don't got to buy a flower. You don't got to complain about how the women don't respect your pockets. Fuck it. Keep them to yourself. You got to have that self-control. So stack the money. Invest in a trade. Go to a trade school. I don't know what's wrong with indigenous hands. Like, them shits do not work anymore. Like, they got us exactly where they want us. Like, it's no reason y'all like this. Them 1950 hands is gone. They've been eradicated. Okay, they ain't been. It's a lot around with it, but it's not enough to my liking, especially up north. Why the fuck is y'all not outside building shit? Why y'all playing around like this? Just useless sitting there. It's that fucking mental. I'm telling you, we about to get it together. I got you. Stop letting these others outwork us, out-provide us, out-unite us. That shit is embarrassing. They hopping them fences, about to throw our asses over it. Jumping that fence and getting in the field. You feel me? Big stepping. When I lived in North Carolina recently, we was in a parking lot of Walmart, me, my mom, and Jai. And we getting in the car, and we in the car, getting ready to pull off. It's a group of Mexicans, and they walk into a white van, a worker van. And they just laughing. They got snacks in their hand, drinks and stuff. They just having a good time amongst they guys. But what they doing at the same time? Getting to the motherfucking money. With one vehicle. Mad niggas. Like, talk about it. Talk about inspiring. That shit is so inspiring to me, and I feel like we missing that. We not really. We not fucking with that. We just not. Women at home with the kids, taking care of what they need to take care of. Got they shit aligned. Not asking for too much. Not doing too much, but they getting what they deserve. You feel me? Come on now. They not fucking listening to me. Unless you're okay with being by yourself and not disturbing women in any capacity, or dealing with a certain caliber of women, to each their own. I don't judge. I suggest y'all go harder. You shouldn't be comfortable with barely getting by. No 3-month plan, shit, no 1-month plan, no 6-month plan, no year plan, no notebook, no pen, no paper, no planner, no growth, no dick, no balls. Sorry. I'm sorry. In all seriousness, just the God stuck in his head, and like, I strongly dislike that for our men. Strongly. Like, it eats away at my heart. It's okay, Vivi. You could come out. You could drop the facade. It's a safe space over here. Through it all, I'll be your friend and your sister. Honest to God truth, you could DM me if you need a woman to vent to, if you want me to offer a woman's perspective on something, or you just feel stuck and you need to be pointed in a certain direction. Not saying I know you better than you know you, but women have a foresight. Women have an intuition. Women have something so godly. I hope men are able to admire it from a distance and stop denying it, or stop making it something making women smaller than they seem. We're a big deal. Especially these, you feel me? We're a big deal. I hope there's other women in your life too who will extend their friendship and just a platonic relationship to you, because I feel like a lot of men need that, opposed to hopping in things just to cover up what they're feeling, to distract them from what they're feeling. Allow a goddess to point you in a direction so you could get to moving. Motion is motion. All you gotta do is start. I got you guys. All right, get the fuck out of my face.